Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make Zoe from Sesame Street. I'm going to make her exactly the way you see her right now. I'm going to use one loom, and our loom is going to be in its original position with the arrows facing down. To let you know, the amount of bands that I'll be using is about 91 of the neon orange bands. This other pink here, I'll be using about 69 bands. For the light pink, I'm going to use about 20 bands. The neon green, I'm going to use 2 bands. Purple, 2 bands. I'll be using the jelly green for her eyelids. 2 black bands, 2 white bands. I'll be using the jelly pink for her skirt, which is about 16 bands. I'll be using about 40 of the clear jelly bands. If you want to use a different color, by all means. And you could also you don't have to do the top layer of her skirt if you want to save some bands. So I'm going to show you how to do the body parts and then show you how to attach. The first thing that I'm going to show you how to do is make her arms. I'm going to do 2 with you. I'm going to do the right and the left. And it's because I'm going to show you how to do the bracelet. You can pick any color that you wish to use. I'm going to use the neon and a single purple. So I'm going to do both together. So I'm going to start off with double pink bands for her suit color, and I'm going to go down once on the right and once on the left. Now grab your hook, and you're going to take a single pink band. This will be her sleeve area, and we're just going to take this band and wrap it around our hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to slide this on double pink bands. Attach, support, pinch this band and slide it on, and then you're going to attach to the loom on the right side, and then we're going to repeat for the left. So same thing, grab a single pink band, we're going to wrap this around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And slide this on double pink bands. Attach, support, pinch and slide it on, and attach to the loom on the left side. Now I'm going to use the neon bands for skin color, and I'm going to take double bands, and I'm going to go down twice on the right and then twice on the left. 1, 2, and now the left. 1 and 2. Now I'm going to do her bracelet, so I'm going to take a single purple for the right side and wrap this around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 loops. And slide this onto double neon orange bands. Pinch, slide on, and attach to the loom on the right. And we're going to do the same thing for the left with a different color bracelet, neon green, wrapped 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slide this on, double neon orange bands, and attach on the left side. Now we're going to do her hand. So double bands, go down once on the right and once on the left. Now taking a single band, we're going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3, and repeat on the left. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're ready to loop up. So I'm going to do the right first. I'm just going to reach in at the bottom, moving this cap band out of the way and grabbing the bottom 2 bands, holding the cap band down, and go forward, just grabbing the bottom bands here. Repeating on the left, grab the bottom bands, hold the cap band down, and go forward. I'm ready to remove off the loom. So I'm just reaching at the top and grabbing them and taking them off. Now you can put this to the side like I did just to show you. I have an extra hook, so I'll be storing it on there. If you have a toothpick, you can put them on a toothpick or just leave them like that. So now I'm going to do the body, and I'm going to start off with the neon color bands, and I'm going to use 3 for her neck, and I'm going to go down once on the right. I'm going to switch to her suit color, so I'm going to use double pink bands, and I'm going to go from the center down to the right for her shoulders, and then center down to the left. Now I'm going to go down 4 times on the right, double pink bands, and then repeat on the left, going down 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to close this off now from the left down to the center and center up to the right. Now I'm going to fill in the middle. So I'm going to be going down 5 times, double pink bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Push your bands down at the bottom here, and we're going to take a single pink band, and I'm going to cap here right now. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to do the legs. So I'm going to switch to this lighter pink color, double bands, and I'm going to go down on the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to repeat this on the left, going down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now grab your hook, and you're going to take a single pink color that matches the body up top, and we're going to wrap this around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will be part of our slipper, and we're going to slide this on double light color pink bands. So attach, support, and pinch and slide the band on, and attach to the loom on the right side, and repeat the same thing for the left. Single band wrapped 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And slide this on double pink bands and attach on the left side. Now we're going to do our slipper area, so I'm going to take 3 bands and go down once on the right and once on the left. Now we're going to extend her slipper part a little bit. So I'm going to take a single band and wrap this around 3 times on my hook. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to grab 3 bands. I'm going to attach, support, pinch this band and slide it on, and now grab both ends. And I'm going to attach this to the bottom on the right. So you're just going to pinch it and slide on, making sure that all the loops are around the bottom. I'm going to repeat for the left, single band wrapped 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to slide this on 3 bands. Grabbing both ends, and you're going to pinch it, pull it, and slide on, making sure all your loops are around the peg. Now grab your arms, and I'm going to slide one of these on the left side and one on the right side on the second pegs going down. So it doesn't matter if you have it off your hook which way you're going to grab it. I'm going to show you how to fix the arm at the end. So you're going to slide one on the left and the other on the right. Now I'm going to attach some holding bands. So I'm going to take a single pink band and I'm going to make a triangle, and it's going to go right below the arms. I'm going to do this again right below the other triangle. Again, and one more. So you have a total of 4 triangles. And now we're ready to loop up. So grab your hook, and I'm going to start on the right side, and I'm just going to loop up the legs. So reach in at the bottom. You just want to move these bands out of the way and just grab your bottom 2. Hold this extension piece down and go forward. Just going straight up and just doing the legs. And you're going to stop there and repeat on the left. Reaching in at the bottom, just grabbing the bottom 3 bands and go forward. Now I'm going to loop this area in the middle here. So I'm just going to reach in at the bottom here in the middle, moving that cap band out of the way and just grabbing the top 2 bands, which are going up to the center. Hold that cap band down. Now go back in and grab the next 2, and they're going up to your right. Go back in, grabbing the last 2, and they're going up to your left. Now I'm just going to loop up on the right all the way to the second peg here in the middle. So I'm just going to go in, moving these bands out of the way, just loosen up some of this tension. Grab the bottom 2 bands and go up. Move these holding bands out of the way. When you get to the arm, you can just move the arm out of the way, and you're just grabbing the bottom 2 shoulder bands. Repeat on the left. Same thing, just loosen it up, grab your bands, slide over the peg and up. Move the holding bands out of the way. And you can move the arm out of the way and grabbing the bottom 2 bands. And now we're going to loop up in the center. So we've done one section. And then reach in at the second peg, move these bands out of the way and grab your 3 bands for the neck. And now you can remove off the loom. I'm just going to remove the legs and then use my hook to remove the sides. Just removing the sides and this bottom cap band. Reaching in at the neck and remove her right off. Now I have an extra hook, so I'll be using that, but if you'd like, you can store her right at the bottom of your loom. And next I'm going to show you how to do the face. Now we're going to do her face. So I'm just going to take double neon orange bands, and I'm going to go from the left up to the center, center, down to the right, and I'm going to go down on the right 3 times, and then on the left 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and on the left. 1, 2, 3. You're going to close this off, so I'm going to go from the left down to the center, and then center up to the right. Now I'm going to go down 3 times in the middle with double orange bands. 1, 2, and 3. On the last row, I'm going to take a single red band, and I'm going to go down once. Now taking a pink color band, I'm going to go right on top. push your band down. Now I'm going to use apply holding band, so I'm going to take a single and I'm going to make a triangle on the second pegs going down, another triangle right below, and then one more. Push your bands down. Now we're going to do the hair pieces. So I'm just going to use single bands, and we're going to do slip knots. And then we're going to cut them after. So what I'm going to do first is just taking a single band, and I'm going to do a slip knot on these bands here that are going from the left up to the center. And I'm just going to go in between the band, grabbing a single band and bringing it through, and then grabbing both ends. And I'm going to take the band that's furthest away from the tip of our hook and bring it over. I'm going to hold this knot down and then pull towards the top of the loom, like away from the loom. I'm going to repeat this with one more. So a single band, and you're going to do a slip knot. You're going to hold that knot down so you don't stretch those bands that are around the pegs, and pull. We're going to repeat this on these bands here that are going from the center down to the right with two bands. Grabbing both ends and do a slip knot, hold the knot down and pull away from the loom. Another one, hold the knot. Now I'm going to use 3 bands, and I'm going to do 3 slip knots on the next set of bands that are going from the first peg on the right down to the second, one at a time. So just go in between, grab the end, grab both ends, hold the knot down, and pull towards the right. Grab the end, slip knot, hold the knot down, and pull towards the right. And one more. Now I'm going to use 3 more. I'm going to do this again at the next set of bands that are going from the second to the third peg on your right, one at a time. Hold the knot down, pull towards the right. So now there's 3 bands. Going to repeat on the left, 3 bands around the bands that are going around the first to the second peg on the left. Bring it through, slip knot, hold the knot, and then pull towards the left. So just pull away from the loom. And another one. And we're going to do 3 more at the next set from the second to the third peg on the left. Go in between. So this is what you should have. There's 3, 3, 2, 2 slip knots, 3 slip knots, and 3 slip knots. Now I'm going to do the side pieces to her face, and I'm going to do a left and a right with you. This is where I'm going to use a single purple and a single neon green. I'm going to do the right first, so taking double neon color orange for her face. I'm going to go down on the right once, so I'm going to go down twice. 1 and 2. Now I'm going to take a single band and I'm going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to repeat this on the left. So taking double neon orange, go down twice. 1 and 2. You're going to take a single band and you're going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to loop up, but the first thing I'm going to do is take your hook and you're going to take the purple band, because that's what I'm using on the side, so pick the color that you want to use, and you're going to wrap this around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 loops. Push it up, reach in on the right, move that cap band out of the way and grab your bottom 2 bands. Hold the cap band down and go forward once. And now the next set that we're going to loop, we're going to slide this band on. So bring it up and pinch this band and slide it on, and then make your teardrop. We're going to repeat on the left, but I'm going to take a single neon green and wrap this around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 loops. Push it up, reach in at the bottom, moving that cap band out of the way, and grab your bottom 2 bands. Hold the cap band down and go up once. The next set, we're going to slide this band on. So bring it up, pinch this band on, pinch this band and slide it on, and go forward. Now I'm going to remove the right first. So I'm just going to reach in, and I'm going to attach this at the second peg going down on the right. But you just want to make sure that these hair pieces are out of the way when you slide it on. So just take it, move that hair piece out of the way, and just attach like that. I'm going to repeat the one on the left, remove it off your loom, and attach this to the second peg going down on the left, moving the hair piece out of the way, and slide it on, making sure that your loops are all on. Now I'm going to show you how to attach. We're going to put our hook through the end, so the cap band. You want to make sure that you're grabbing all 3 bands, and we're going to bring this down and attach it to the third peg going down on the right, moving those hair pieces out of the way. You're going to repeat the same thing on the left. Just move this hair piece out of the way. Grab the 3 loops at the end, so that cap band, and slide it around the third peg going down on the left. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to grab a bottom single from this piece that we just attached. So you'll have this extra teardrop that's in the middle here. I'm just going to pinch the top part for you to see. And just grab one of the bottom pieces, and you're going to just wrap this around your third peg going down on the right. I'm going to repeat on the left. So this is the teardrop that's in the center here. Just going to grab the top pieces of the bands and just grab any one of those singles and attach it to the third peg going down on the left. Now we're going to do the eyelids. So I'm choosing to use this jelly green, and I'm going to attach this from the second peg on the left up to the center. So you might just want to push your bands down here. So the single, attach to the second peg on the left and bring it up to the second peg in the center, and repeat for the right. So from the center down to the second peg on the right, moving these hair pieces out of the way. I apologize if they're in your way. You're going to push the bands down, and we're going to make the eyes. So for my eye color, I'm going to use a black, and I'm going to wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 loops. Now grab a single white, and you're going to wrap this twice on either side of the black band. So 1, 2, and then 1 and 2. Push it down and repeat for the other eye. Single black wrapped 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a single white and wrap it twice on either side. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Going to slide this on a single neon band, attach, support, pinch the eye and slide it on, and the other eye. And I'm going to attach these on the second pegs going down on the left and the second peg on the right. Make sure that the hair pieces are out of the way. I'm going to separate the eyes, so I'm just going to take my hook and go into the middle here between each and separate to either side of the loom. Now I'm going to make the nose, and I'm going to use the bottom part of my loom. So I'm going to take double neon orange, and I'm going to go down once on the right, but I'm going to twist the band and make a figure 8 so the bands don't look so loose when you're done. I'm going to repeat this on the left, double, twisting the bands to make a figure 8 and push down. I'm going to close this off. So I'm going to go from the left down to the center and twisting to make a figure 8. Push the bands down. Now from the center up to the right and twist the band and push down. Now I'm going to go down twice in the center, so I'll be starting at the peg above the right and the left, and go down one more time. So there's 2 rows in the middle. Now you're going to take a single band and you're going to cap the end in the middle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to take a single band and make a triangle right in the middle here. I'm ready to loop up, but this is where we're going to attach a nose when we're looping. So I'm going to take a single pink band and I'm going to wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 loops. Push it up. I'm going to reach in at the bottom, moving this cap band out of the way, and I'm going to grab the top 2 bands that are going up to the center. Hold the cap band down and make a teardrop. I'm going to loop up one more time in the middle, and this is where I'm going to slide this pink band on for her nose. So reach in and grab these bands, and before making that teardrop, you're just going to pinch this band and slide it on, and then go forward. Reach back in the middle at the bottom here and grab the next 2 bands, and they're going up to the right. Reach back in on the right, grabbing the bottom 2 bands, and go up. Now we're going to do the left side, so reach in at the bottom, grabbing those last 2 bands, and go up. And go up. And we're going to leave that on our loom for just a second. We're going to attach the body. So grab your body, and we're going to slide this at the bottom peg in the middle, so at the chin area, making sure all your loops are around the peg. Now reach in at the chin area, and you're going to grab your top 2 bands, which are your pink and your red band, and go up once, and then go up again one more time. Now I'm going to reach back in at the chin area, grabbing the next 2 bands, and they're going up to the right. On the right, we're just going to loop up one more section. So reach in, move these bands out of the way, and we want to make sure we don't loop on top of the hair pieces. Doing this one more time for the left now. I don't know why I just said one more time. Reach in, grabbing the bottom 2, and go up one more time. Push your bands down. Now we're going to remove the nose. So I'm going to remove the right, then the middle, and then the left. So reach in the center, and then the left, and remove off the loom. And you're going to give it a little tug and just fix your loops so they're nice and flat. You should have 12 loops around your hook. I'm just going to pull the cap band down to fix it up. The first 4 loops I'm going to attach on the 3rd peg on the left. The next 4 loops I'm going to attach in the center on the 3rd peg, and the next 4 loops I'm going to attach on the 3rd peg on the right. So I'm just going to move these hair pieces out of the way. We don't want to loop on top of them. So again, the first 4, slide on, push your bands down. The next 4 in the center, push your bands down, and the last 4 on the right. Now I'm ready to continue looping up, and I'm going to do one section on the left and one section on the right, and then we're going to loop the eyelids. So I'm going to start on the left, and I'm going to relieve some of this tension by just moving these bands around. When I'm looping on the left, I'm going to reach in for the bottom 2 bands that we did these slip knots on. So just reach in, and when you're looping, you don't want to just grab the bands and go forward. You want to slide around your peg and then go forward and stop. On the right, the same thing. You can relieve some of the tension. Grab the bottom 2 bands, bring it up and around your peg and go forward, moving these hair pieces out of the way. Now reaching on the left, you want to move this eye band out of the way and grab that green band that we're using for the eyelid and bring it up to the center. Repeat on the right, moving the eye band out of the way, grabbing that green band and bring it up to the center. Now I'm going to go back on the left and loop up to the top center. So reach in at the 2nd peg going down, grab your bottom 2 bands that these slip knots are on, and go forward, moving these hair pieces out of the way. And go again, moving this hair piece out of the way. And repeat on the right. So 2nd peg going down, move all these bands out of the way, grabbing the bottom 2, and go forward. Going to move these pieces out of the way, reach in, and now we're going to loop up the middle. So at your 3rd peg going down, you're going to reach in, grab the bottom 2, going to the top, move these bands out of the way, and going to the top. Push your bands down. Now what we're going to do is take a single band, and I'm going to do a slip knot at the top. So reach in, grab that band, and do a slip knot. And before we take her off, what we're going to do is just check our bands that we did the slip knots, and we're just going to bring them out so they're not inside the face. So I only have one really inside. And now the only thing what we're going to do here is at this 2nd to 3rd peg where we did the 3 slip knots, what I'm going to do is go between this the face extension through that teardrop. You're just going to put your hook in the center and grab the 3 bands and bring them through. I grab 2. So for the left, I'm just going through the face extension piece and grabbing the 3 bands and bringing them through. And now we're ready to remove her off the loom, so I'm just going to remove the sides here with my hook. Putting my hook through the top and just remove off the loom. And this is what you should have, and I'm going to show you how to fix. Now I'm going to show you how to fix her sleeve area, her bracelet, and her slipper area. I've done the right side, and I'm going to do the left side with you, and then you're going to pause the video to fix the right. So I'm going to start with her arm first and her bracelet. I'm going to bring 2 of these loops to the other side. So it doesn't matter which loop you're going to grab, just grab one at a time and bring her arm or her hand through, and then bringing another one. So you'll have 2 loops on either side. Now for her sleeve, again, bring 2 loops to the other side. Just bring her arm through. And now her slipper. So just bringing 2 loops over the slipper. And you can just give it a little stretch and push them up. So you can pause the video to fix the other side. Now I'm just going to fix the hair pieces here. What I want to do is, to be honest, I want to apologize. I want you to pull those hair extensions that we fed through and just bring them out, because I went through the wrong hole. So I'm going to try to move this out of the way for you. On that hair extension, I'm going to do the right side first. Where I have this band here, you'll notice that there's a teardrop right below for that face extension. So the teardrop, the half piece that's closest to these slip knots that we did, I want you to bring your hook through, and then you're going to bring the 3 bands through that loop. So going through the 2 and bring them to the front. And I'm going to do the same thing on the left. So I'm just going to bring them out. I went through the furthest half of that teardrop. I want to go through the closest one. So through this one, through both, there's 2 loops on my hook, and bring those 3 through. So now I'm going to fix the eyes. So I'm just going to push your eyes through, and then you can turn the eyes around to however you like them. Fix the nose. You can loosen up some of the tension. Oh, sorry. You can fix some of the tension by grabbing your hook, just going through the eyelids just a little bit. Fix her mouth. And now the hair piece, the little bands at the sides, you can just put them on top. Fix them up, squish them together. And now I'm just going to hide this slip knot so I don't end up cutting that one. So I'm just going to turn her around, go through the bands, reach for that one band that we tied her all together with and bringing it towards the back. And now I'm just going to cut these pieces. I'm not going to cut them too long. I'm not going to cut them too short. I'm just going to cut them in half right now first, and then determine what length I want them at. And now I'm going to show you how to make the skirt. Now for her skirt, I'm going to give you the option of which one you'd like to make. This has 2 rows and this has 1 row. So I'm going to make with the 2 row, and I'll show you how to just make it with the 1. What we're going to do first is choose the color that you'd like to use for her skirt. I'll be using this jelly pink. So I'm going to use double bands, and I'm going to go down the loom once, and then taking a single clear jelly, again choose the color that you'd like, and you're going to go down twice. 1 and 2. So double, single, single. I'm going to cap the end with a single clear jelly 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to have to make 8 of these, as I did. So you can pause the video and make 8 more, or you can watch how I'll loop, and then you just shove them up on your hook. So you're just going to reach in at the bottom, moving that cap band out of the way, grab that bottom single, hold the cap band down, and go up. And then you can remove off the loom and push up. So again, you need double bands, then a single, and then a cap band wrapped 3 times. Pause the video until you have a total of 8. So now that you have 8, you're going to bring one of these pieces down. You're going to remove one end, keep the other end on your hook, and you're going to attach one end at the top peg in the center and the other end at the top peg on the left. We're going to do the same kind of idea, going down twice on the left. So grab another piece, remove one end, hook onto the other end, and attach to the loom. Again, going down one more time, remove one end, attach, and then attach to your loom. I'm going to close this off now, so I'm going to take another piece and attach it from the left down to the center. Remove one end, hook onto the other end. I'm going to repeat this on the right side. Same idea. I'm going to attach my last the loops. Just going to bring it through again. One end on the right and the other end. Jelly bands, slippery. So one end and then one end. Push down. We're going to go down twice on the right and then close it off. Push down. So this is what you should have. Now if you want to do just the one row, you're going to take a single band and you're going to cap the end 3 times. And then we're just going to loop. So you can minus the next part that I'm going to do. For the next part, I'm going to show you how to make these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make 1, and then you're going to pause the video to make 6 more. So you need a total of 7. So you're going to take a single clear band and go down twice. 1 and 2. Now a single band, you're going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So it's just single, single, single cap band wrapped 3 times, and you're just going to loop up. So reach in, moving the cap band out of the way, grab the bottom, and go forward. And push up. Pause the video until you have a total of 7. So if you're doing this part, you do not need that single band capped 3 times. You can attach one of these pieces. So slide it on the bottom on the middle, and now you're going to slide each one of these on each of the pegs, but not the top. So I'm just going to do the pegs on the left, just sliding them on. Now on the right, and you can push your bands down. Now I'm ready to loop, so I'm going to reach in at the bottom in the middle, moving this piece out of the way and grabbing the top 2 bands that are going to go up to the right. I'm going to hold these bands down, and now I'm just going to loop up to the top center, going on the right. Move these bands out of the way, just grabbing the bottom 2 bands, reach back in, grabbing the bottom 2 bands to the top. Now we're going to do the left, so reach in at the bottom in the center, move these bands out of the way, and grab the bottom 2 bands and bring it up, and continue. Move these bands out of the way, grabbing the bottom 2. And now I'm going to do a slip knot. So grabbing a single band, reach in, grabbing both ends, and now it's ready to come off. And I'm just going to slide this. Here's my doll. And then you can just fix this up on your own here, just pulling at the cap bands to each one. And if you want to hide the slip knot in the back, you can just bring it through. I lost the slip knot. Here we are. Put your hook through any of the bands, and then just, you can hide it or tuck it away. And she's done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. I have a lot more designs to load, so please subscribe down below, and I will see you next time with another. Bye for now.